Let's talk about the current situation with JAMB. What the experience that people had. It's heartbreaking that that such thing happened. It's really heartbreaking. And we all know how what happened. And before all these things, before this current development about how it was a glitch that caused the mass failure, that's something from when they announced about the mass failure to announcing about the glitch. There's something I observed. And I gave that a very, very, really, I gave it a really, really long thought. And I was thinking maybe there's something that is fishy about all of these things. I know some people will say, oh, now because a jam don't come and talk say na glitch, na make I dey talk as though my sixth sense told me something. But regardless of that, I will still talk about what I got to observe. I will not say I found that. I observed that. I gave it a thought. Though I didn't talk about it. I didn't give my opinion. Maybe subsequently, if something comes to my mind, I will give my opinion as soon as possible. Now, let's look the antecedents of when it was when they announced their result and the mass failure and this current announcement about the glitch. Now, if we recall, JAMB made an announcement that's about 1.9 something million road jam and 1.5 something million failed the exam, failed the exam. And subsequent to that, the minister of education came out and he told Nigerians that it was because of anti cheating or anti whatever they put in place that was what caused the mass failure, meaning that the previous CBT exams that people were that does not have this kind of mass failure, there was a exam malpractice which don't know how that is happening though, because from what we know, it's the moment you open your system. I think there is a countdown to the time you have to finish your exam. So if you do not finish, then we submit on it. So according to him, the previous exams there was a massive, because if there was a massive failure, it means there was a massive malpractice. That was the announcement of the Minister of Education. Now, then after that, when all these things become suspicious to me, when they came out and made another announcement, I believe it was the chairman of JAMB said that 39,000 plus of results was withheld. The reason being malpractice. Now, this is where everything became suspicious to me. Like, what is happening here? Wetin people they talk say they told us that they put things in place. That was why there was no malpractice, and that was why there was a mass failure. And here they are telling us that that 30 39,000 results, 39,000 plus results was withheld. Now, if there was a malpractice, and if there was a technology that was put in place to checkmate malpractice, is it not is that 5,000 not too much to withhold because of malpractice? If there was something to checkmate about malpractice, and if the mass pay failure was because of something that was put in place to checkmate malpractice, is something not suspicious? This was what came to me. I was like, something is not adding up. You get something where people never tell us. There is something wrong somewhere. There is something that this was what came to my mind. I just thought about it, and I give it a really long thought. Though I didn't talk about it, but it remained with me. It remained with me. I was like, anyway, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. And it happens that my sixth sense was right. Something was actually wrong somewhere. Now they came out and they told us, look, this is what happened, and now they have apologized, and they have rescheduled that those that it affected will receipt for the exam. But the sad part of this is that when people came out and was complaining about how this was not their result because they are competent enough, should I say they know their capacity, they know their competency, they know what they can do. They were complaining that this is not their result. And people were bashing at these people. People were bashing at them that, how can you say this is not your result? This is, how can you say it means that you did not it means that you did not read well. Other people were suggesting that those people maybe they were somehow cheating to pass their jams. A whole lot of things. The one that got the most buzz is a guy that said he taught biology about this day for about 18 years and he failed biology. He was given 37. Imagine that, 37. And this guy was bashed. This guy was bashed online that he should go and sit down. So people bashed at this guy. The people, there are people it's sad that people don't take note of something. The only thing that people react to is when they perceive that someone is trying to damage the image of maybe someone they are supporting or someone they love or someone they are solidly behind. Most of the people that is bashing all of these people that is coming online to say this is not their result. If you check them very well, these are the APC supporters and the Tinubu supporters. If you look at them very well, they are all APC supporters because they feel that these people they want to give the APC government a bad name. That was why they are coming as to say that this is not their result. And quite sad enough, a girl actually took her own life because of the result, and now it is now open that it was a glitch that caused the mass failure. How look, it is sad to see that it took them long to actually find that it was maybe it was the girl that ended her life that made them open up to us. Because if you watch the video, if you watch when this thing was announced, the man broke down in tears. Maybe it was how because the young girl took her life. That was the reason they opened up. Some people has taken this to tribal angle because it affected most of the southeast and Lagos. The most affected place was southeast, and then people are taking this to tribal dimension. Personally, me, I will not take that to whether it was done because whether it was done because of tribe or whatever. I will not, as long as they have came out and they have apologized. That's enough for me. That's enough for me because most of all these people that is in town, once they do something, they don't care. They don't care. They have done it. They have done it. Go and do your worst. They know that Nigerians can't do anything. They are not be then tell us say was it not this the same jam that told us the chairman told us that snake swallow 37, was it 37 or 30 what million that he was in his office. What happened to him? Nothing. They will know that nothing will happen to them. Nobody go do them any. So do your worst. They will say whatever they want to say, do whatever they want to do. Do your worst. But as long as these people, this man, they came out, they said something about this, and then they apologized, and then they have rescheduled for the exam. Another thing, that's enough for me. That's enough. But another thing is, I saw someone saying that they still rescheduled another exam and told them to come out by 6. Isn't that isn't that wickedness? If they are actually remorseful of what happened and then they are resetting the exam and they're still telling these people to come out by 6, that is wickedness. And another thing, why are they not giving these people time? If such a thing happens and they find out, they are supposed to give them at least 1 month, 1 month, at least 1 month for them to get ready and then come back. But they are rescheduling it so far. This is actually a wicked. If they actually came out to apologize, like I said, that is enough for me. But if they are taking it this if they are in a haste to reschedule the exam and then still put back that the same 6 a.m. they did in the last exam, I will say this is weak. They are not as remorseful as they present themselves to be, and this is wickedness. It is really, really wickedness. And every one of you out there that is saying that is taking this to tribal side, I will prefer that you should just let that go. Whether it was done because of tribe or not, it has happened. It has happened. Let it go. But what I'm saying is, we should always listen to what these people are saying. First, they came out and say 1.5 million out of 1.9 million something failed the exam, and then they said it was because of what they put in place, anti-malpractice or whatever anti-cheating they put in place, and then come out to say they withheld. So we should always listen to what they are saying. The clue is in all these things they presented. That is where the clue is. If they say this and then come back and say this, it means that there is something wrong. There was something they were hiding from us. And this was what they were hiding. Maybe what pushed them to announce this, to come out and say this, is because of the young lady that committed suicide. I'm just presuming. I'm not saying it's a fact that is it. I'm just presuming. I'm just presuming. But kudos to them. Kudos to them. We know what INEC did. INEC told us that there was a glitch. And what did they do? They told us to go to court. They told us to. It's not funny, but they told us to go to court. There was a glitch. They told us to go. If there was a glitch, they are supposed to fix the glitch and then rerun the election. But they told us that was that just like what JAMB did. But they told us there was a glitch, and they went on with the results and they rigged the result and give us their and did the voting themselves and gave us the results. The voting that the result that they gave us is not what we voted, is what they voted for. So kudos to JAMB. They did well for coming out and then rescheduling the exam. But if they actually put it on JAMB bites to come at 6 a.m. and then they are not giving this JAMB bites time to prepare for this, um, the apology holds no water. The apology holds it means that there is still something they are not telling us. There is still something they are not telling us. They should give them time. But if they are rushing it, there is something they are hiding. They don't want to tell us. They don't want to tell us. You know how this we all know how these people are. So when they are caught on something, they will look for something else to cover it up. So I hope they are not trying to cover what they did up. I hope they are not trying to cover it up.